Module 1 establishes a critical foundation by exploring the essential principles, historical evolution, and theoretical underpinnings that inform effective lesson planning and instructional design. The module situates lesson planning not simply as a procedural task, but as a deliberate, research-informed practice that synthesizes pedagogy, psychology, curriculum theory, and instructional methodologies. This foundational module provides you with a robust understanding of how lesson planning has evolved over time in response to changing educational philosophies, societal demands, and your diversity. It deeply examines how various learning theories and instructional paradigms influence the planning process and the design of instructional experiences that maximize your engagement, comprehension, and application. Detailed content. 1.1 Introduction to Lesson Planning Definition and Purpose of Lesson Planning. Deliberate Structuring of Learning Experiences. Distinction between lesson plans, units, and curriculum frameworks. The role of lesson planning in ensuring instructional coherence, learner engagement, and goal attainment. Misconceptions about lesson planning as rigid, bureaucratic, or formulaic. 1.2 Historical Evolution of Lesson Planning. Early educational systems and the oral tradition of instruction, influence of formal schooling and standardized curricula in the 19th and 20th centuries. The rise of lesson planning as a professional and accountability tool in teacher education, shifts from teacher-centered to learner-centered paradigms and their impact on planning approaches. The impact of technological advances on lesson planning practices. 1.3 Key components of a lesson plan. Learning objectives, the heart of lesson planning. What learners should know, understand, and be able to do instructional materials and resources, texts, technology, manipulatives. Learning activities, active, varied, and scaffolded tasks, assessment and evaluation strategies, formative and summative tools to monitor and measure learning, timing and sequencing, pacing lessons to optimize attention and comprehension, reflection and contingency planning, anticipating challenges and modifying instruction dynamically. 1.5 Learning theories. Informing lesson. Planning behaviorism. Focus on observable behavior change through reinforcement and practice. Application. Clear, measurable objectives, drills and repetition, immediate feedback. Cognitivism. Understanding how mental processes affect learning. Application. Structured content sequencing, use of scaffolding and chunking information. Fostering metacognition. Constructivism. You actively construct knowledge through experience and social interaction. Application. Inquiry-based learning, collaborative tasks, problem-solving activities. Humanism. Emphasis on learner autonomy, motivation, and effective needs. Application. Personalized learning goals, supportive classroom climate, self-directed activities, connectivism, learning as networked and technology-enhanced process. Application. Use of digital tools, social learning platforms, collaborative knowledge construction. 1.6 Instructional paradigms and their influence on lesson design. Teacher-centered versus learner-centered approaches. Direct instruction, inquiry-based learning, experiential learning models. Differentiated instruction and universal design for learning. UDL principles. The importance of flexibility and adaptability in lesson planning.